Folks, I'm telling you, in my 20 years navigating NFL sidelines, in war rooms, and deep inside locker rooms, I've never seen anything quite like this. Something is happening right now, behind closed doors, that could shake the entire league to its core. I have access to sources that most fans could only dream about, whispers from team executives, and intel from the most trusted insiders that paint a picture so explosive. It could redefine the Browns franchise, and maybe even the NFL itself. And trust me when I say, what you're about to hear is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a secret, a plan so audacious, so game-changing, that it's kept under wraps until this very moment. Now I can promise you, what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind, but stay with me. The best part? This is just a sneak peek. The full story is coming, and it's even bigger than you think. But first, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and activate that notification bell. Because what I'm about to drop isn't just a rumor, it's an inside scoop, a revelation that separates the fans from the insiders. If you're serious about understanding what's really happening in the NFL right now, then you're in the right place. Because not everyone is in the know, but you're about to see behind the curtain, and what you see could change everything. Now let's talk about Cleveland. You see, the Browns are in a crucial moment. They've undergone one of the most radical coaching resets in recent NFL history, firing Kevin Stefanski after going 5-12 and bringing in Todd Monken from Baltimore, a guy with a reputation for offensive innovation but no NFL head coaching experience. The roster is still in flux, with quarterback Deshaun Watson rehabbing an Achilles tear, and the front office promising major investment, yet no major trades or signings have yet materialized. The entire offseason is poised on a blade's edge, waiting for a move that could catapult Cleveland into playoff contention or send them spiraling into chaos, and the piece that could unlock their future. It's Brandon Aubrey, the Dallas Cowboys' elite kicker, yes, kicker, who has quietly emerged as one of the most explosive, game-changing specialists in the league. Now I know what you're thinking. A kicker? Really? What's so special about Aubrey? But here's the thing, there's more than meets the eye. Brandon Aubrey isn't just your average leg. He's a freak of nature, a once-in-a-generation talent that NFL scouts have been marveling at since his days at Notre Dame. And I mean marveling. The dude is a machine, elite range, clutch in crunch time, and technically perfect almost every time. In 2025, he set an NFL record for most field goals over 60 yards in a single season, 6 of them. 6, that's unheard of. No other kicker has even come close. And he's tied the NFL record for the fastest to reach 100 career field goals, just 47 games. Think about that. This guy is a literal missile from anywhere on the field, and he's only gotten better. But what if I told you that his capabilities go far beyond just kicking long-range bombs? That Aubrey's skills could be the missing puzzle piece for a Browns team desperate for specialists who can deliver in the moments that matter most. And what if that possibility is actually becoming a reality behind closed doors right now? That's right. Rumors are swirling that the Browns are already eyeing a potential trade, and that Brandon Aubrey might not be long for Dallas. Why? Because Cleveland's new coaching staff, led by Todd Monken, is looking for a transformative weapon, something that can help seal the deal in close games and empower their offense to push past the league's best defenses. Let me take you deep into these details, because this is not just a simple player move. This is a strategic revolution, and the mechanics behind how this could happen, it's as complex as it is brilliant. First, let's understand the value. Aubrey is entering restricted free agency, but with the Cowboys planning to tender him at an astronomical first-round level, around $8 million, that creates an incredible leverage point. For the Browns to make a play, they'd have to negotiate a trade that involves significant draft capital, possibly a first-round pick, or perhaps even multiple picks if Dallas demands it. But here's the kicker. Aubrey's market value has skyrocketed because of his elite production and rare ability to produce clutch kicks from anywhere on the field. The media is already calling him the game changer, and fantasy football players are salivating over his consistency. He's a top 5 fantasy kicker, no question. Now, how does this trade even work? Dallas is in a tough spot. They have a franchise kicker who has proven he can be the best in the league. Why would they trade him? Well, here's where the story gets complicated. Rumors suggest that the Cowboys are intrigued by the idea of pairing Aubrey with a young, dynamic quarterback, perhaps a rookie or a trade target, who needs a reliable kicker as a cornerstone. They also see the value in draft picks, especially considering their recent struggles and cap considerations. The Browns, meanwhile, are desperate to find increased stability in special teams. But even more so, they see Aubrey as a way to elevate their entire offense's confidence and scoring potential. Furthermore, the logistics of the cap are working in Cleveland's favor. Aubrey's current deal is non-extendable, but if traded, the Browns could sign him to a long-term extension, perhaps as part of the deal, solidifying him as the franchise's perfect weapon. Imagine a scenario where they sign him to a multi-year deal worth upwards of $10 million annually, an unheard-of sum for a kicker, but one that reflects his true value. This would make him the highest-paid specialist in NFL history, and it would send shockwaves through the league. But why Cleveland? Because the fit is almost perfect. Monken's offense, with its emphasis on big plays and field position control, pairs seamlessly with Aubrey's elite range. His ability to convert from 64 yards and beyond gives the Browns an offensive advantage that few teams can match. It's chess, not checkers, team building at its finest, and the analytics love him. Advanced metrics show that Aubrey's expected points added on long field goals are off the charts. His clutch performance statistics, through the roof. Over the last 2 seasons, he's delivered a game-winning 46-yard field goal in overtime, and his consistency inside 50 yards is virtually unmatched. Let's talk about the film. When you review Aubrey's tape, you see a technician who combines perfect mechanics with raw power. His kick trajectory is textbook, feet pointed straight, hips pure, and follow-through effortless. In high-pressure moments, he remains calm, eyes locked, body steady. His deep kicks aren't just long, they're accurate, with a clean swing that allows him to convert from angles others simply can't handle. His kick from 66 yards in the preseason, that's not a fluke. It's rare to see such pure power and his confidence from 64 yards in game. It's the kind of thing that breathes new life into any offense that trusts him. Advanced stats back this up. Aubrey's success rate from 50-plus yards in 2025 was over 70%, a figure rarely seen among NFL kickers, especially those who aren't named Justin Tucker or Harrison Butker. And he's still ascending. His trajectory is straight up, and NFL scouts whisper that he could be the special player to redefine what a kicker can be, more than just a specialist, but a true game winner. Now, how could a trade actually happen? Well, the NFL is about leverage and timing. Dallas holds all the cards with the tender offer, but Cleveland's new regime, hungry to prove their rebuild is on schedule, might step up with a first-round pick or multiple mid-rounders, offering the kind of compensation that makes Jerry Jones think twice. The Cowboys might want a veteran role player or a young project in return, but the real prize, the draft capital to build around their next core. The Browns, on the other hand, would be betting on Aubrey's ceiling, improving their special teams dramatically, which, in turn, could be the catalyst for their offense to finally unite under Monken's scheme. And the worst-case scenario? Well, if the trade doesn't happen, the Browns will keep their eye on Aubrey all offseason. They might try to sign him to a long-term deal if negotiations heat up, or look for other options, perhaps a veteran at a lower cost. But the fact remains, Derek Anderson, Case Keenum, and others aren't the future. Aubrey is. So, what's my final verdict? I believe this is the most calculated, most strategic move the Browns could make. They're at a crossroads, and the opportunity to sign a generational kicker who can hit 64-yard bombs and clutch game winners is too big to ignore. If they pull the trigger, it could elevate their offense to a new level. Think about it. A team that's now betting on a new coaching staff, fresh ideas, and a young roster. Adding a weapon like Aubrey could be the missing link that finally pushes them into playoff contention. Or if the Cowboys double down, they risk losing their most valuable specialist and potentially weakening their own future. Keep your eyes peeled. This isn't just speculation. It's intelligence, insider info, and strategic chess moves that could be unfolding in the coming weeks. And when this deal finally drops, you'll want to say, "I saw it coming," because this is one of the biggest, most audacious trades we've seen in recent NFL history, with impact so huge it might ripple across the league for years to come. Remember this, Brandon Aubrey isn't just a kicker, he's a game changer. And the Cleveland Browns? They're about to make a move that could rewrite their entire story. Stay tuned, because the next chapter in this saga is just about to be written, and trust me, it'll be legendary.